Well, it's time now. Let's roll the intro and start for real. Bonjour, hi, welcome behind my cloud. It's a chill day today. I feel very calm compared to usually where I'm kind of like jumping all over the places. Today I'm kind of like chill. Though the music doesn't like that at all. Maybe I should, you know what? Let's change the music, though you maybe not hear it much. But it is kind of like excited. So let's go with something with chill in the name. So it should be chill, right? I should just let me move this. So we're listening to Streambeat chill tracks. So I was saying, welcome to the Beyond My Cloud. I'm Frank Boucher, your host, and for the next 2 hours today, we'll be coding today. I know I will be introducing more and more low-code or Power Platform, but it has a code first. I'm a developer, but I like to use that platform. I want to use it more because I think not everybody can code, and I think I can empower others by creating connectors and many different things. But of course, sometimes I go there and the platform was built with what they call citizen developers, so people who are more focused on business management, less code, right? That's why it's a low code, no code platform. So sometimes when we arrive there with a coding developer, DevOps background, we're like, whoa, how do I do this? How do I do that? So I like to do this because then I can bring back feedback and I can share what I found. I think it's very exciting. So I will introduce more and more on that. I was planning to do stream twice a week, but this week, bad timing. I didn't stream twice a week, but twice this week. But going on, I might do that. I'm not sure if I will do it at the same time. I was thinking about doing it on Tuesday. I'm not sure if I will be doing it in the morning. Maybe I will be doing it for me right now. It is I'm on the east coast of Canada. So for me today, right now, it is morning. I might do it on the evening. At the same time, it will give me an opportunity to maybe catch other people. I don't know. I don't know yet, when and what. But I know one will be more code, one will be more Power Platform, I think, or targeting lower platform. But like I said, just from developer DevOps perspective. So, but today is all about code because last stream, if I share my screen, last stream we updated behind my cloud. We did some maintenance. So we did some maintenance. We were working on the URL Shortener. So URL Shortener is a project we created here that was just moved under Microsoft account right now. So if we go here and we go there, so it's now under Microsoft account. So it's a URL Shortener, very simple, and it's a great project for that. A lot of collaboration with community and things like that happening. And when they move it, they merge different things and the doc was not up to date. So last stream, we kind of took screenshot, tried to test the documentation. So following the step of the documentation, we passed through that. So if I go in wiki, because now the docs is in wiki, so we have now, hey, how to deploy tiny Blazor admin. So we update all the images and stuff like that. So last stream kind of passed through the docs, taking notes of what was broken and things like that. And off stream, I I fixed it. Like I kind of did the work. So like really update, change all the image, the text. So now it's working. But one thing we discovered was now that the project work as a standalone. So before we had like not two version, but we had two solutions. So we had the kind of backbone redirect, and it was just redirecting. So you didn't need to implement any security or anything because it was just to redirect, read and redirect. But now, and like we had the admin tool. So in the admin tool, we had like a embedded Azure function with like the administration capability. So creating, deleting, listing all this, the URL you had to manipulate that. And that was living inside the static web app using Blazor and an Azure function. But when Microsoft took it, they was like, well, like we would like to use it from internal and stuff like that, and having like two Azure function feel like redundant. So let's merge it. So they merged it, and for their purposes, it was totally fine because they are using it in their project internally. So that thing is not exposed. It's just like they generate a bunch of URL and they can do that, and like it's one-time disposable URL. But for me and for you, we're trying, well, like I don't know for you, but for me, I'm trying to create a short URL and have as many people as possible clicking on it because it's for sharing one specific resource, not like a disposable link that, if you send SMS and stuff like that, you want to kind of like short the URL to make it a little bit more easier to share through SMS because characters are limited. So we need to implement some kind of security because right now there's none. I was like, well, if people are deploying that right now, they are kind of exposed. So there's an easy security, like more can be done, but now I'm just looking for a low-hanging fruit to at least put some kind of security because this is an introduction level project. It's not production, like, you could implement more like security on that, but I want to provide at least something secure. So what I want to do is using in Azure Function, I can close this. I can close this. So in Azure Function, there's the key. In an Azure Function, when you call an Azure Function, you have different access authorization. Could be anonymous. So like, if you're looking at the point of view of, because we're using HTTP trigger, so it looks like an API, right? So it could be anonymous. That's what it is right now. So anybody can call it. That's why there's a flaw, because anybody can create new URL. They need to know exactly the path and everything. So, it's a little bit obfuscate, but not that much. Or you could pass a key, and there's different keys, functions, admin, and stuff like that. So I think function level will be a good point. I did look into the code, but I'm not sure how, like, I know what I need to do. Do I have it close by? I need to add a header and say X function, stuff like that, but I don't know where to do it in the program. So I want to create a very basic Azure function. We'll deploy that, and then we'll create a Blazor WebAssembly, and we'll try to call that function to understand how it works. And when we know how it works, then we'll implement it in the URL shortener, because it will just be simpler to work with, like nothing else than just like the piece we are working on. So that's the plan of today. Do this. If we figured it out quickly, I don't know, because I know it's possible. I'm just not sure how to do it. And like, since my day-to-day job is not always coding, I'm a little bit rusty from time to time, like on specific stuff. But I know it's possible to do it. I just don't know how to do it cleanly. I'm gonna go specific. So we'll do that. If it works, we'll do it in the Azure URL shortener, and then like if we look at the to-do as the top right of the screen. If it's possible, then we'll need to also add it in the CICD, because then when people are deploying it, that key should go in the setting of the static web app. So that's the plan of today. So without further ado, any questions, people? Any questions? So how's the weather in UK now? Is it back to normal? I heard it was still hot over there. Okay, so if I open Visual Studio and I go Azure, and I want to create a resource. I want to create a function app. Oh, that's interesting. I could create the resource group also if I want. Okay. Test. Stream test. East US 2. That's cool. Lovely. Cool side of it. Yeah, the like win, huh? Love it. Lovely. Lovely win. Okay. So now let's create a function. Oh, like I could go full screen. Boom. A little bit bigger. Enter a global unique name for the function app. Okay, so we'll say do something useful. Oh yeah, but that's the app. Okay, let's go Frank. Tools. Frank's tools. And let's go with oh, that's a good question. So I want to use the same version as URL Shortener. So let's go in the repo. I think it's .NET 6. Yeah, but it is isolated though. So let's go back to VS Code. So we want to go with .NET 6 isolated. I thought I picked that one. So Tithe, are you a C#, like a .NET developer, or you're a JavaScript developer, or like something else? Creating a little function. .NET, but I love embedded too. Yeah, cool. Was listening to a podcast the other day. Was it in French though? Oh, I think it was in French. And they were talking about like on device and stuff like that. And there's a lot more .NET coming up. So that was pretty cool. Instead of just like being C++, you could go and do some .NET. That was cool. Okay, so now we have Frank's tool here. So now there's no function, so we could add a function. Create a function app in Azure. Yeah, but how do I get it from here? That's weird. Okay, so I created it over there. Is there a code? I don't have any code. Did they change the tool? Yeah, the Nano framework, exactly. That's cool. Did you try the Nano framework? Or maybe it was in English, I forgot. I think it was, or maybe it was both. So we have this. So this is in Azure workspace. Ah, there it is. My bad. I created in Azure. But it makes sense. Like I knew I was doing it, but I thought I was also creating it here. But so here there's had. This is create a function. This is create a new project. So let's create a new project. We'll go into dev local. Should I create? Yeah, let's do a new folder and we'll call it Frank's Tools. Whoops. Apparently the bot didn't like Nougat. It's fine, Nougat, but been doing sensor driver and in Arduino, Tasmota, then CircuitPython, then Nano Framework. It's restricted API subset and fully Nougat based, but cool. That's cool. Forgot, yeah. It seems very exciting. These days I have so much different stuff that is just like stateful workflow. No, I don't want a workflow. Okay, so I don't want this. Stateless. I think I picked the wrong stuff. I want to create an Azure function. So we go Frank, dev, local, Frank's tools. It will be in C# and will be .NET isolate 6 isolated. And we'll go with the HTTP trigger. So do something useful. This is good, and voila. So now access right. So instead of being anonymous, we'll go function, and we'll go in the current window. Yeah, so I have a few like devices, and recently I bought like there was a Kickstarter project called Raindrop, I think. So I jump on that. They send me a bunch of sensor to measure humidity of like the ground and like how much rain and a bunch of stuff. And I was like, that's pretty cool. But it all works battery. So like you need like a piles of battery, like AA and AAA. And I was like, not sure like that much. So I put, there was one for like, so I put two outside, like just like a thermometer, and the other one is like a ground humidity thing. And it brings everything to like a central screen. So I thought it was pretty cool for a garden. And like it was coming with like a hose splitter, so you could put that thing on your water faucet outside and leave it on, and then having a program, and like you could set like, okay, I want you to like open that faucet for like this amount of time, or like measuring the stuff. And like if I install all the stuff, it could so like you could do that with like a bunch of stuff, but then like I don't know, like every Monday or every morning it put water in your garden for like 5 minutes, but then if it's raining, or like if it was just raining during the night, you don't need that. So there was another thing to capture the amount of rain, and so you could like postpone a little bit your stuff and things like that. So it looks pretty cool. But yeah, it was all battery power, and I was like, oh, that's a miss. Should have been like solar or something like that. Or like I need rechargeable battery.
Bonjour. Hi.
Fragbird! I think Fragbird, so many people land today. I think our chants are good. Let me jump with you. But look like your malediction is still going on. Yep, nope. Okay, so we have our function. So see here, like the thing we need is this. Oops. Authorization. Can you see it? Yeah. Authorization level function. So when we deploy that, that will create like a kind of a token, a GUID, and we'll need to pass that to get it. So right now, if I run this, if I go back to normal view, if I F5 this, I don't know, like, do I need to pass the token when I'm in dev? I think I don't. I think when I'm in dev, it's fine. Am I right? How are you, Fragbird? How was your week? Did you bike? Did it not open a browser? Oh. It opened a browser, just like it opened a browser in a screen I was not looking for. So, okay, so look like when I'm in dev, I don't need to pass that. Okay, so let's stop this. Can I run locally but in dev? Yeah, 86 kilometer. You're crazy. You're not crazy. You're awesome. So here is encrypted. Yeah, how can I? Do I need to do like the .NET? If I do .NET run, will it still think it's so .NET build, and if I do .NET run, will it still be deploy as in dev? Let me force. Oh, it didn't work. Program line 7. What? gRPC channel URL, like blah blah blah, could not be parsed. Another exception. gRPC, okay. Factory client. Line 7. Yeah, I think I need some kind of wrap up, right, to run it in the okay, so I think it's good enough for me right now. So what we could do is do we want to create another function but is anonymous, just kind of like to test it? I think we'll do that. Yeah, so let's duplicate this. Okay. Boom. And so this authorization level will be anonymous for that one. Okay, and we'll just say bonjour, bonjour, hi. Do I need to do that again? Okay. Okay, let's do it a little bit. Let's do it the proper way. Let's create another file. Cool. So now we have also our anonymous stuff. So we'll stop this. Cool. We'll save this. So now we have our two function. Let's deploy that. So if I go in, I'm usually not doing it using this, but let's give it a try. So export logic app. So I think I was in here, right? When we create the Frank Suko. So here, how do I deploy that? Configure deployment source. Oh yeah, because I don't have that. If I just do git init. So it was already in a, okay, so if I do local git. No. No, that's not what I want. Oh my god. I'm not good with that extension. Okay, so here. So none. Okay. So now I want to deploy to function app. Are you sure you want to deploy Frank's tool? It's override any. Oh yeah, let's try that. Deploying. Single ride. Rest stop, but rarely more than 10 minutes. You didn't know, huh? Fragbird is a machine. Oh, Fragbird, you need to share your like what's the keyword again on Twitch? Whisper. You need to whisper me or like text me like where you're streaming your bike ride, so I could cheer you up like go Fragbird, go. Bring my like like cheerleaders, pom pom, whatever you call that in English. Yeah, I get that. It's the same when you walk, like if you're hiking, like if you stop too long, you're not starting again. Okay, cool. So we have now an Azure function. It's set, my friend. Oops. Come here. And it's called, oh, I have it here. Insomnia. I don't stream. Yeah. Yeah, virtual ride. It's fine. Just want to cheer you up. Just want to, sometime I'm lurking stuff. Okay, so let's do this. So say hello. So this should work. Bonjour, hi. Cool. And now the other one was do something useful, right? Interesting that. Did it just deploy one? That other one should be there too, right? Unauthorize. That's good. That's what we wanted. Okay, maximize. Maximize, please. And how can I... Okay, just like that. Okay, so we have this. That's cool. So now what we need to do is in the header, we need to put the... Oh, I forgot what it is. It's X function key, I think. X function key. And then we need the key. So let's go in the portal. And if I go resource group, have Frank's tools, because I create one. But that's why I don't like much the tool, probably because I don't understand it. Like, let's go back in resource group. Remember, I create stream test, but when then we deploy or create the resource, it like, how do I specify it was supposed to be there? Now, like, have an empty resource group. So you know what? Let's delete it. I like to keep stuff clean. So let's go here, Frank's tools. That's cool. So now we have an Azure function. We have a tool. Like that, you hide and you show my subscription. Thank you very much. Not really. App key. That should be obfuscated, right? Yes, it was. So So I think, so like now it's obfuscated, so I will show you and then I will hide it when I take it, because I think you need to display them to select them. So I'm here, and then I want to take that default one, not the master one, and I think that will be the key that I will pass to my stuff. So I will go back to hide. Yeah, you need to, that's a weird thing, because now like I'm displaying them. So I will put this, and now go back here, put the value. Cool. Go back in the portal, just make sure it's hidden again. Cool. Here, voila. Okay, so I got the key, and I went to here. I put the key. I'm showing it because you should just see partially. So if now I do this, it still doesn't work. Maybe it's not X function key. I thought it was X function key. Oh, functions. Let's try with S. Yeah, cool. So that's what we need to do. But now we need to do it from Blazor. And I know we could, so let's create a Blazor WebAssembly, and let's try to call the function, and we'll go from there and make it more like we're supposed to be doing it the proper way. So that's what we want to do. We just like want to pass a header, and we should be good. So go back. So that's our Azure function now. What we want to do is we can close all that. We can minimize this. So I'm in local. Now we need to create the Blazor WebAssembly in local, right? Okay. So let's do .NET new Blazor WASM, and okay, that's interesting. And we'll specify the name would be secure call, secure caller. Yeah, so I should create a folder with that. Cool. So if I do, yeah, cool. So now if I do code dot, excellent. Okay. So let's expand this. Yeah. So now if I go into pages, let's go fetch data. See fetch data here. If I zoom, it says like HTTP get from async, right? So one thing we could do is like specify the what is this called again? It's called the default request header. We could change that, but I think what we want to do is specifying it elsewhere, I think. So if I go in program, there's this. where it had the HTTP, we are using dependency injection, and it's adding the base URL. And here it's just like, hey, take the host environment. One thing we could do here is change and use, I shouldn't have closed my other window. It's used the Azure Function. If I go in overview and pick that URL, that's what I want. I think I need API too. So I think I just do, let's, oops, something like this maybe. Let's add API. Okay, so now what I need to do, I think, is add another property. Oh, cool. I did Copilot. Default request header, that's exactly what I want to add. But instead of color, I want to pass the X functions key. And I need to put the information here. Okay, let's put secret again. I'm sorry, so many secrets today. I usually show you everything, yeah? Okay, so let's show again. So I put the value that we extract earlier, and now we could just add yeah, let's create other buttons. And we'll create let's say something here. Okay, just creating like an information here. We'll create like a, yeah, that's exactly what I want. We'll just put some value to make sure it's there. Unclick, let's say functions. Excellent. Do something useful. Voila. And unclick, it will be called do something useful. And the other one was just say hello, right? Cool. So say hello, call say hello. Cool, those functions don't exist, so let's create them. Can you see that? This is so cool. I love... Come on, you cannot say that Copilot is not useful. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. What kind of? Oh, that's cool. Okay, cool. That's what I want to do. Please. Excellent. I think I just need to do this. Yeah. See, the other thing I could have done is here instead. Oh, like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, this is super small. This is very big. Maybe one smaller. Yeah. So one thing I could have done here instead, but that's what I don't want to do, is do client and then do default request header and then adding it here. But then like I need to add it everywhere. So doing it in program in the dependency injection, I think it's smarter. So let's give it a try. Should we vote, see if it's working or not? What do you think? Will it blend? Yeah. So say hello. Ah, there was an error. Invalid request URI. Yeah, but I thought... Is it because it's crashing? I thought it was okay to do it this way, right? If I have... Maybe I just need this here. Like that. And here I will need to do something like dash API dash. Let's try that. Unable to launch the browser, unable to find an installation of the browser on your system. Try you're providing an absolute path to the browser executable. Okay. It's probably maybe just some kind of configuration. So I'm here, now I have this. So this work. Oh, I still have that error here. Oh, I need to do the origin stuff. I need to put the in the settings. Yeah. Okay. Let's swap to the code. Stop it. Where is it? It's in www root. No. Yeah. Where is it? It was specified, right? Access to fetch, blah blah blah, simple from origin. This. Oh wait, it's still localhost. Has been blocked. Core policies. I want to change that. Let's Google it. I forgot where to put it. Isn't it due to creating a new HTTP client in each method that don't have a base? Okay, so I think so if I go back in the code, so this is at the beginning of, oh, am I? Let's stop, right? At the big, so this is in program. And in program, I'm using dependency injections to say, hey, add the service, the scope, and I'm creating an HTTP client and say, hey, the base URL is this, and then we add the default request header with that. So I'm assuming that for each client, the URL will be passed. Yeah. So in the page, oh, here I'm maybe missing something. Why didn't he not complain about this? Oh, I didn't inject it. Here it's injected. But it didn't work here. Okay, so weird. That's weird. That's one thing. So here in counter, I need to inject that. So we're using the dependency injection stuff. So here I don't create the new client. Right? I just do HTTP. How did I call it? Yeah, HTTP. So I just HTTP and then this. Yeah. But still, so why? So it weirdly here it was still trying to do the local stuff. Is it because of the in properties there's the launch setting maybe? Like that's the app. But then I specify another thing. Oh, maybe I'm using HTTP. Wait. Yeah. Base address. And then I specify. Maybe I should put like no S here. Can I call the function without the S? Okay, I can. So let's remove it. Because since I don't have any certificate for now. Did you need the API path? Yeah, so what I did here, I say API say hello. But I think I need some setting. And I forgot, like I always forget. Like you need to have like the course enable or disable. I'm always mixing those. You know, the no course. Allow origin. Just want to remove that. Like ignore them for now. I feel it's in the config. You just put like allow course or something like that. Or is it in the functions? I'll just put the wildcard for now. Did you need the API still in the past? I think I do, because if I go in Azure Function, in Azure Function, and I go in Function, if I go, for example, say hello, to call say hello, I need get the URL. Can I show that without compromising everything? Yeah. So see, I need blah, 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 and then API and say hello. So I need that part. Okay, so let's give it a try one more time. So let's open this. Let's do a .NET build. Cool. And now let's F5 it. F5 I said, not F5. Okay, it's complaining that should fix my environment. Okay, so I have this. Now if I go here, oh yeah, welcome to Azure Function, and say hello, bonjour, hi. So now this doesn't work because, well, it's trying to, yeah, that's why it doesn't work. It's trying to fetch the Azure Function, right? And it's not there. Yeah. So whether there's no weather.json in the Azure Function. So that, like, we broke that, but like we don't care. Okay. So that's cool. So it means just by doing that, in our Blazor, the function could pass some stuff, and then without knowing that key, you won't be able to call the Azure Function. So we'll add some security. You know, it could be better, could be like authorization with a proper like auth token and stuff like that, but then it, you know, it required a little bit more effort from the user, and I'm just trying to have something secure. But this works. So now, obviously, we don't want people to so that's cool. So now we know it works. Yay! So that's pretty cool. So we just need to do that in the URL shortener, and it will work. And we don't have to change anything in the code of, like, in each call, the key will be passed. But now, the thing is, obviously, I don't want to have to pass like a hard-coded value there. So we need to save it in the config. And to do that, I would like to do it with the CICD. And I think so that's the URL shortener. Let's go in the developer mode. Oh, like, so we should change. So here, say to do done 1. Yeah, that's cool. And let's start. I want to learn how to do it. So let's to do. Well, no, we won't do the to do in order today. So to do start 3. So now we know how to implement it, but we need to configure it automatically during the CICD, because this Azure function and everything, it's done automatically. So we need to do it during the deployment. So here, that's our deployment. And when we deploy, so that's the function app. And then there's the website here. Yeah, website config. Okay, so see, so here we update the configuration of the static web app. So we need to have we'll have another function, another variable in our static web app. What? Format. Something. Source group. Provider. Okay. Static site. So user provide function app backend 1 and link backend 1. Subscription ID, resource group ID, and variable. Oh, that's for the... So that's the static. Oh, I was at the wrong places. So resource. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. So like they are changing the setting. Okay, I need to change the properties. Config. That's what I'm looking for. So instrument key for the static web app. Okay, so I need to go and add another one here. Okay. So I need to have this, but get the key. So we could implement that, and then now here at the line, we'll have that just like the variable we want. And in the code, we say instead of like the key, we'll put the variable. Okay, so you know what? Yeah, that's cool. So let's implement that. In the URL shortener, I am F Bucheros. But I am right now in OpenAPI. We don't want that. So I want to go back in main. Let's pull. Okay, dev, GitHub, churros, Url Shortener. Yeah. What? Why don't I have access? Okay, so I'm in main. But that's... Are those changes? Okay, let's discard those changes. Cool. So now, can I pull? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was working and now it's not working? What did I do? Why are you saying that? Okay, let's go in settings. Preferences. Churros. Integration. So it is connected. So why was saying that it was not connected? I don't get it. I mean, can I, if I go here and I go city, the dot, where I am now. Let's go GitHub and F Zeros and AZ. Cool. And now can I go git fetch, git pull, git fetch. Permission denied public key. Couldn't not read from. Please make sure you have the correct access. Why? Why wouldn't work? Should work. here and I say GitHub, I want to go back, go to repository. So that's the Microsoft one. I want to go in mine. So now I'm in mine. Sync. So 1 commit ahead, 6 commit behind. Oh, really? Oh yeah, but that I don't want. If I sync, no, I'm back to the. I want to see my. Okay. I just wanna update branch to merge the latest change from the upstream to this branch. Discard the commit to make this branch match. Okay, so again, I think it was just the deployment. Was it? Yeah, that's the flow. So I think we're good. Okay, so let's sync. Okay. So now there's some stuff. If I go back in, get Kraken, and I do fetch all, why don't I have access? Like, we had access, so why don't we? Why don't anymore? Why it's not working anymore? So I have way too much branch. Oh, I won't be able to delete those branch though. Oh, yeah. So in issue, I have this. So that's what I want to do. So I want to work on that thing. But I can't do it right now by creating a branch and stuff because it's not mine. So that's good. But here I'm in my repo. Or am I? How do I know? Whoops. Uh-huh. Remote. Yeah, that's origin. Yeah, it's my repo. Could not read from remote repository. Please make sure you have... Well, what's the remote? Git remote show origin. How do you like verbose maybe? No? Like I want to see the details. Oh, get URL. Let's try that. Q. But that's what I wanted. Get brand. Oh, let's try that too. What's the difference? Get branch. Maybe I had access to it. -v. Ah. What? So there's branches coming from... That's weird. Is it possible? So the dev container is coming from Microsoft. OpenAPI is coming from Microsoft. The main is coming from Microsoft, but the remote is not the button. What? That's weird. Feel like I need to delete. Or more version or R or A. Always forget. Yeah, but it's all Microsoft. So that's why I don't have access. It's totally normal. I shouldn't have access on this laptop. This is my personal laptop. That's why I'm using fboucheros instead of Boucher. So should I then delete that folder and just like clean it up? Maybe that's the problem. But it's weird. But see, like it's very weird. Okay, so let's do that. I will open the browser, go in dev, GitHub, fboucheros. I will delete all of that. Boom. There's no more. So now I'll come here. I'm fboucheros. Oh, you don't see it. I'm fboucheros. Like there's two accounts in this thing. Like there's Frank, but now I want fboucheros because Frank like have admin access, so I won't be able to do everything. So that's why I create another account where I play over there. So now I'm F butcher rows. So now we'll do a new tab and we'll clone a repo. We'll from GitHub dev GitHub F butcher rows. That's cool. So now there's only one in F butcher rows, and it's the Azure Url Shortener. So clone the repo, open it. So we're here. I want to go here. So if I pull, I don't understand. I don't understand. Do I need to... like integration? Maybe I need to disconnect and reconnect, maybe? Okay, cool. So it's working. Now I'm here in the URL shortener. Can I refresh now? No. So my key has been just added to GitHub. So if I come here, and I go settings, and like I have stuff. I just don't understand why I don't have access. Come on, I just want... Why it's not working? Okay. Let's create another branch here. Can I? Whoops. Let's do this. Nope. Okay, let's do this. Secure AZ Funk. Let's create that branch. So now we are in Secure AZ Funk. So let's go in code space. We learned so much today, so I wanna implement it. Okay, so now we are in code space. Cool. Excellent. So now I need to go in the source code in the tiny Blazor admin website and program. Okay, please remove this. So there was this. That was from the host environment. Right, we're using, okay, so we're using the HTTP injection here. Feel like I'm not at the good version of the code. Because then it's HTTP and it's just doing exactly what I expected, though. So let's keep that one open. Though in program, it's builder host environment base address. I thought we were reading from the settings. So that's for the static web app. Yeah, we need that. But no. So in www root, there's the app settings. So there's the API prefix. We don't read that anymore. Are we? I don't think we do. If I do Control Shift S, yeah, we're not using it anymore. So here I'm in the URL shortener on the main branch. Let's go here. And you know what? What I will do is here. That was our secure caller. So I will just open a new Azure new window. And I will connect remotely. So connect to code space. What? Because I'm not on the good user. That's the thing. I thought when I change here, or maybe that's why, because, okay, so let's try again. Okay. Come on. Open this. I'm in F Boucheros. Let's switch to Frank. That's Frank. Let's go F Boucheros. So now I'm F Boucheros. So, oh, if I open that, can I now do a pull? No. Open Visual Studio Code. Am I still F Boucher or I'm Frank? Profile. This one. Yeah, so I'm still this one. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going everywhere now. Must be, if it's confusing for me, it must be very confusing for you. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Back to Microsoft Azure Url Shortener. I want to validate the code that is right now used in Tiny Blazor. So in program, okay, I'm using this. But how does it? How does that work? I don't have Copilot here. I was hoping to have Copilot. I always forgot how to do it. Yeah. Because it changed. And that's why I'm always remembering the old way. But they make it now way much easier. And I think you just need to do like something like configuration, read, and that's it. Yeah, you need this. But I'm doing it in the builder configuration, add JSON. Modify the existing HTTP service to registration to use a HTTP ready file. I think I just need to have this. And then I just do builder configuration. Our configuration, I forgot. I know it's super easy. It used to be complicated, but now it's like simple. Yeah. Builder configuration host name. Read host builder configuration. So you create a class with the stuff you want. Do I have already a class? Something settings. Oh yeah, it's true. I mean, That will be in core, I'm guessing. Domain. Shortener settings. So I could add here a property, but even that shortener settings, that's not part of this, right? If we go back to the I paused this project too long ago and I'm confused now. I don't want. So I was using authentication, but now we removed that for now. So I'm not doing it at all. So we could just if I create this and then I bind that and then service add singleton this. And then it's builder configuration. I think I just need that. We should call it oh, it's called again. It was access. Oh yeah, we should have like a proper name. Access. How was it called? You know what I'm talking about? Come on. I want a new window. New window. And I want to reopen our little test. It was Frank's tool. And it was called authorization level. Access key, Azure access key, Azure function access key. Yeah, Azure func access key. Yeah. So we have that. And now we could just here add it. If I reopen another project and we go with the secure caller, now say the default request header. Whoops. And it's yeah. There it is. I show it up now. Okay. I want to go here and we say boom, this equal a value, and we need to double close. And here the value is in fact are we missing another curly brackets? Yeah, okay. So builder, service, I feel like, yeah. So I could go here instead. Okay, so cool. So we do this, we pass 2 parameter. Let's just identify here. So now we need to have this in the configuration. So we need to add a configuration file. So we have this, but that's not what's used. What's used was what we had in the ARM template. I'll have to fix that. My dog is snoring so hard. Well, I think that will be it for today. I'll have to understand why I cannot, because I want to test it. I don't want to, like, I can't commit now because it's in a branch, though. Let's do that. So at least the code is done, but we still need to, like, fill it. So we could, did we save it? Yeah. Let's do this. And the code will be done for today, so that's good. So we'll say so the key will be passed, but need it in config. Yeah. And I'm going to the, yeah, secured. It's good. Cool. That's it. Let's code space. Let's stop the current code space. In fact, I need more to stop it. I want to delete it. Yeah. So if I come here, code space, I see this. I should delete it. Delete. Don't need it anymore. Excellent. That was a cool stream. I think we made great progress. Because I have too many stings, and like I saw my phone popping up, and now I cannot think straight. But we just want to change the ARM template to go fetch that property. Should be kind of easy to do, and set it. And we have an example how to set it in the configuration. So I think we'll be good. Hey, thank you, Copperhead. Are you still streaming from time to time, Copperhead? Copperbeardy? Sorry. Copperhead. Copperbirdie. Well, it's copper everywhere, right? Okay, just from time to time. That's fine. Well, hopefully I will catch you at some point, and I will say hello. But yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. Go outside if it's possible. If it makes sense. For me in Quebec here, it's a big holiday. It's our Quebec Day. So a lot of activity will be happening around. So we'll stay safe and enjoy. Bye, everybody. I need to change this and stop. Bye.